idea is for the Imagine Canada Reconciled project is to bring in an elder to teach us about beading and how that celebrates the Indigenous teachings and stories to the older grades, and then the older grades will formulate presentations for this club to pass on to the younger grades to teach them sort of simpler beading patterns and about the stories and the culture.
We wanted to learn more about the Indigenous culture and be able to teach people about what happened to the Indigenous people and what their culture was before it was erased.
So we were thinking about teaching the younger kids and the older kids about how to do Métis Indigenous art.
So we have basically looked at a budget to see if we could have show the younger grades some Indigenous culture and show how some of the traditions are pretty fun, like beading.
So because some of the Indigenous people have had a hard time, so we thought that maybe we could help them by doing some of their stuff.
It's kind of important because I want to give back to the community. Also, it's pretty wrong what happened. It was only 50 years ago residential schools happened, so kind of just fixing for past mistakes.
Well, I think every individual matters as a person, and in Canada's history, Indigenous people have been really discriminated against and told they don't matter and their culture doesn't matter through residential schools. And through this project, we're trying to find a way to give back, and the genocide's original goal was to erase the culture, and when we talk in schools and are educated about it, we only talk about what happened, not really about the culture that was tried to take away. So through this project, we're celebrating the beauty of Indigenous art.
Well, I like knowing that I myself can change stuff, can make a change, and I like being able to teach people what happened and maybe work to make Canada better.
Go ahead.
Canada that's reconciled would be everyone's accepting of everyone. Everyone knows what happened and knows and wants to help, where everyone's accepted and no one feels hurt or scared anymore that they can't find help.
Basically, Métis and Indigenous are happy because we have taken so much away from them. If we can try our best to give it almost all back, or kind of be equal and just support them.
It looks like where we can learn all about different countries and do their Indigenous stuff and whatever they do traditionally.
I think it looks like every individual having no prejudices against Indigenous people and being educated about what happened and the steps they still need to take, because I'm not sure it'll ever really be completely over. There's always more we can do. And so it looks like everyone accepting cultures for what they are and the people for who they are.
But it really does fill my heart. These students gave up their lunch hours for almost a month filling out a very, very long grant proposal, which was intense, having to reflect on what reconciliation means, where they think reconciliation fits in their own lives, but also in schools, and then also making a very elaborate plan on how they will implement this into the school, who they'll invite in, what materials they need, how much they cost, what our timeline was. So it's been unbelievable.